Let me share my experience with having the Kyleena IUD. So the insertion process was quite fast. It's not very painful. Many people describe it as an ear piercing, and it's really just like that. You feel it for a second and then you're completely done. And in the first month, I noticed a lot of intense cramps that would last for about. It was it would it was like a flash of pain for that lasted for a minute, and it like repeated in the course of an hour. And it happened randomly, like at least maybe once a week for about 2 months. And then I also noticed a lot of spotting for those 2 months as well. And in the first month, I did get my period, and then it went away. So I had my IUD already for 1 year and 1 month, and I've been able to go back and think about have I been noticing in my body with the Kyleena IUD. What are the changes that I've been noticing within that year? And here are some things. So I noticed sweatiness. I'm typically my body is typically cooler than most people, but I have been noticing sweatiness daily. Not that much, but I just feel kind of hot usually now that I got the IUD. Mood swings. Mood swings, they happen about twice a month, and they're just very random because I don't get a period anymore. So I don't know why when it's coming or why it's happening. Yeah, the mood swings happen about twice a month, and sometimes if it lasts for a few days in a row, it can feel like depression. And then I also notice hair loss. Hair loss is the one thing that it's visible, and it kind of drives me crazy. I had hair loss before, but now I see it twice as much. I see it a little more every time I get to the shower, and it kind of psychologically it drives me crazy. And I also noticed weight loss. I was a little chunkier before I got my IUD, and then after the after the 2 months, I noticed that I had, looking back at my pictures, I noticed that I had lost some weight. I was also going to the gym, but I think Kyleena also helped me a bit. And loss of sleep, I noticed loss of sleep. I had a lot of things going on in my schedule during the time that I got the Kyleena IUD, but all those things have gone by. Now I'm not doing them anymore, but I'm still experiencing loss of sleep, even though it's been about 2-3 months since I stopped doing everything that I was doing, and my schedule being so busy. So I think that's due to the Kyleena. As soon as I got the Kyleena, and I was having all these things in my schedule being very full. My body just felt very, crushed. So I started taking a lot of energy drinks, which I don't drink any coffee. I don't take any energy drinks, but I had to take those to get me through it. So I kind of think it was the IUD. I also experience a lot of light headaches, about twice a month. Those go along with the mood swings, and I have been experiencing body fatigue, often too. So I'm not sure if that's about from the Kyleena, but I have been experiencing it and feeling it a lot more since I got the IUD. So I will summarize my experience with the IUD in two phases. First phase is, it's more physical. You see the physical pain, and that's really easy. That's really easy to kind of make you change your mind, because you see the spotting, you see the physical pain in your body, and kind of makes you rethink your choices. And then the second phase is the psychological phase, which for me is more about just here, it's seeing the hair loss, and I'm like, it just messes with my mind. So yeah, that's my experience. And overall, I would say that the IUD, the Kyleena IUD, is the best option out there, because it has less hormones, and I'm a person who doesn't take any medication, doesn't love medication as much. So, and I think that's one of the reasons that it cut my period drastically. I don't get any more periods. But the Kyleena is the option that has less hormones in it. And also is reliable. You don't have to be remembering about to take it every day like the pill. So it's just on your body. You don't have to worry about it. And yeah, overall, I think, with medicine, you always, I think, as a person, you always have to sacrifice something. And I like that the stress is off my shoulders about, it it allows me to protect my body, and to, not have children anytime soon, because I'm not ready for it. So the stress of having children is already off my shoulder, because for the most part, I'm already protected. I'm doing my part. And I just want to say that this is not to scare anybody. This is just my true experience of what I saw happening in my body internally and externally. Everybody's body is different. So I think for me, I'm able to list a lot more side effects just because I don't take any medications. Again, I don't take any medications, and I never had a contraceptive in my body before, or I never taken any contraceptive either. So this is just my experience. Thank you.